Introduction to Persistence. Welcome, my friend. Today, we're going to dive into one of the most powerful forces that can transform your life: persistence. Persistence is that unwavering ability to keep moving forward, no matter what life throws at you. It's the reason why some people achieve their dreams, while others abandon theirs at the first sign of hardship. But here's the truth: every great success story is built on persistence. It's not talent or luck that determines success, it's the ability to keep pushing forward when the world says, stop. Today, we'll explore the essence of persistence, what it is, why it matters, and how you can harness its power to change your life. We'll uncover the mindset shifts, the struggles, and the triumphs that come with embracing persistence. Let's start by understanding what persistence truly means and why it's the foundation of greatness. What is persistence? Persistence is more than just doing something over and over. It's a mindset. It's a refusal to give up in the face of failure, difficulty, or resistance. When you are persistent, you understand that progress takes time and that every step forward, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goal. Think of persistence like water cutting through rock. It doesn't happen overnight. But with time, even the smallest stream can carve a path through solid stone. Persistence is about staying the course, even when the obstacles seem insurmountable. Why persistence matters. So, why is persistence the key to success? The truth is, no one achieves greatness without encountering obstacles. Whether you're trying to start a business, get in shape, or master a skill, the road will be filled with challenges. And the only way to overcome those challenges is through persistence. You see, persistence is what separates those who dream from those who do. It's the reason why some people, who may seem less talented or less experienced, still rise to the top. They refuse to give up. They keep showing up, even when the odds are stacked against them. Let me tell you a story. There's a man named Walt Disney. Today, his name is synonymous with joy, creativity, and success. But before the magic happened, Walt Disney faced more rejection than most of us can imagine. His first animation company went bankrupt. He was fired from a newspaper job because he lacked imagination. When he tried to pitch Mickey Mouse, he was told it would never work. But did Walt Disney give up? No. He kept going. He kept pushing. He persisted. And today, his legacy is felt around the world. That's the power of persistence. It doesn't matter how many times you fail, it matters that you keep going. The science behind persistence. Persistence isn't just some mystical quality, it's backed by science. Psychologists have studied persistence for decades, and what they've found is fascinating. One of the most important concepts tied to persistence is something called grit. Angela Duckworth, a researcher and author of the book Grit, defines grit as the combination of passion and perseverance. It's the ability to stay committed to a goal, even when the road gets tough. And in her research, she found that grit, not intelligence, not talent, is the biggest predictor of success. Grit is what allows people to keep going when others quit. It's the internal drive that says, I can do this. Even if it takes 100 tries. Duckworth's research showed that people with grit outperform those with higher IQs or more resources simply because they refuse to give up. Why people give up too soon? Most people give up because they expect success to come quickly and easily. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want results now. But here's the truth: anything worth having takes time, effort, and persistence. Take a moment to think about your own life. Have there been times when you gave up too soon? Maybe you tried to learn a new skill, but it felt overwhelming, so you stopped. Or maybe you started a business, but the initial failures discouraged you. If you had kept going, where might you be today? It's not easy to keep pushing when everything seems to be going wrong. But remember this: success is often right around the corner, just when you're ready to quit. Famous examples of persistence. The world is filled with examples of people who persisted despite overwhelming odds. Let's talk about a few. First, there's J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Today, she's one of the wealthiest authors in the world, but her journey to success was anything but easy. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, Rowling was a single mother living on welfare. She wrote the manuscript for the first Harry Potter book, but it was rejected by 12 different publishers. Can you imagine how discouraging that must have been? 12 publishers told her that her story wasn't good enough. But she didn't give up. She kept going, and today, her books have sold more than 500 million copies worldwide. Another example is Michael Jordan, considered by many to be the greatest basketball player of all time. But did you know that Jordan was actually cut from his high school basketball team? Most people would have given up after that kind of setback. But not Jordan. He used that failure as fuel. He practiced harder, pushed himself further, and eventually became a 6-time NBA champion. Persistence isn't about avoiding failure. It's about pushing through failure. How to cultivate persistence in your own life. Now that we understand the importance of persistence, let's talk about how you can develop this trait in your own life. Because the good news is that persistence isn't something you're born with, it's something you can build. Embrace the long game. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. When you set goals, recognize that achieving them may take time. If you're prepared for the long journey, you won't be discouraged by short-term setbacks. Break your goals into smaller steps. One of the biggest reasons people give up is because they feel overwhelmed. The goal seems too big, too far away. But here's the trick: break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. Every small victory brings you closer to the bigger win. Stay focused on your why. Whenever you feel like giving up, remind yourself why you started in the first place. What is your ultimate goal? What will success mean for you? Keeping your why at the forefront of your mind will help you push through the hard times. Learn from failure. Failure isn't the end, it's part of the process. Every failure teaches you something valuable. Instead of letting it discourage you, see it as an opportunity to grow. Resistance is not an easy road. It requires patience, grit, and a refusal to give up when things get tough. But if you can cultivate persistence in your life, the rewards are extraordinary. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who never failed, they're the ones who never gave up. As we continue on this journey together, remember that your next success may be just one more try away. Stay persistent, keep going,